India's green bond market has witnessed many milestones, but its full potential remains untapped. What are green bonds? Why are green bonds important for India? Why are green bonds an attractive option? In 2017, can we effectively tap the full potential of India's green bond market? GS Paper 3, Conservation, Environment and Ecology. What is the context about? Green bonds, which finance environmentally friendly businesses and assets, have emerged as one of the key financing mechanisms driving the global economy's transition to a greener future. Since the issuance of the first green bond in 2007, the green bond market has grown exponentially and is currently pegged at over $180 billion in cumulative issuance. Penetrating markets across developed and emerging economies, green bonds have seen extensive participation from corporates and financial institutions, including sovereign and municipal bodies. What are green bonds? A bond is a debt instrument with which an entity raises money from investors. The bond issuer gets capital while the investors receive fixed income in the form of interest. When the bond matures, the money is repaid. A green bond is very similar. The only difference is that the issuer of a green bond publicly states that capital is being raised to fund green projects, which typically include those relating to renewable energy, emission reductions and so on. Green bonds are issued by multilateral agencies such as the World Bank, corporations, government agencies and municipalities. Institutional investors and pension funds also have appetite for such bonds. The issuer provides periodic reports about the project. Why are green bonds important for India? India has embarked on an ambitious target of building 175 GW of renewable energy capacity by 2022, from just over 30 GW now. This requires a massive $200 billion in funding. This isn't easy. As reports suggest, in India, debts with higher interest rates and unattractive terms raises the cost of renewable energy by 24 to 32% compared to the US and Europe. India has big goals in terms of renewable energy installations, but a big hurdle has been financing and the cost of financing. Budget allocations have been insufficient. Renewable energy is still part of the larger power infrastructure funding basket in most banks, and with most financing going towards coal power projects, there is very little funding left for renewable energy. Currently, options for raising funds and investing in the renewable energy story in the public markets in India is very limited. That's why green bonds seem like a good option. Why are green bonds an attractive option? Green bonds typically carry a lower interest rate than the loans offered by the commercial banks. Hence, when compared to other forms of debt, green bonds offer better returns for an independent power producers. As these bonds are meant for specific investors looking to invest in renewable energy projects, pricing could be attractive. Green bond inherently carries lower risk than other bonds. In 2017, can we effectively tap the full potential of India's green bond market? The full potential of India's green bond market remains untapped, with only a limited number of issuers so far. With increasing interest from the government and market regulators, 2017 is expected to see further developments in terms of innovations and supporting policy. Now regulatory frameworks are aimed at bringing more clarity and impetus to the space. The way forward. Following global trends, the upcoming year is poised to witness the first blue bond issuance, bonds used to specifically finance water infrastructure, in India. Globally, blue bond issuances have crossed $10 billion, with India yet to enter the market. Given the rising financing gap in India's water sector, it is imperative to utilize such innovative mechanisms for water infrastructure augmentation as well.